Have you ever sat down to do something important? You open your laptop. You tell yourself, today, I'm going to get things done. Maybe it's studying. Maybe it's work. Maybe it's a personal project you've been putting off for months. You feel motivated. You feel ready. And then, a notification appears. You check it for just a second. One video becomes 3. 3 become 10. And before you realize it, an hour is gone. Sometimes 2. Sometimes an entire day. At night, you promise yourself you'll do better tomorrow. But tomorrow looks exactly the same. So what's happening? Why is it becoming harder and harder to focus? Why do simple tasks feel mentally exhausting? And why does it seem like everyone is struggling with attention these days? The answer may surprise you. Because the problem isn't that you're lazy. The problem is that your brain is fighting a battle it was never designed to fight. Imagine a stickman named Alex. Alex wakes up every morning with good intentions. He wants to learn new skills. He wants to improve his life. He wants to achieve his goals. But throughout the day, something strange keeps happening. Every few minutes, his attention gets pulled somewhere else. A message. A notification. A short video. A headline. A meme. A recommendation. Another notification. Another video. Another distraction. By the end of the day, Alex feels busy. But strangely, he hasn't actually accomplished much. Does this sound familiar? The reason this happens has a lot to do with something called attention. Attention is one of the most valuable resources you have. In fact, attention is more valuable than money. Because money can be earned back. Time and attention cannot. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention is scattered, your progress becomes scattered. If your attention is controlled by other people, your life slowly becomes controlled by other people too. And here's the scary part. There are entire industries competing for your attention every single day. Social media platforms. Entertainment apps. News websites. Streaming services. Advertising companies. All of them are fighting for one thing. Your focus. The longer they keep your attention, the more money they make. And they have become extremely good at it. Think about how modern apps work. Every swipe reveals something new. Every refresh offers another surprise. Every notification creates curiosity. Your brain loves novelty. It loves discovering something new. Thousands of years ago, this helped humans survive. Being curious about new information helped our ancestors find food, avoid danger, and explore opportunities. But today, that same system is being used against us. Instead of finding food, we're finding videos. Instead of discovering opportunities, we're discovering distractions. The brain hasn't changed. The environment has. And that's creating a huge problem. The average person is exposed to more information in a single day than people in previous generations encountered in weeks. Every moment, your brain is processing messages, images, sounds, headlines, and alerts. It's like trying to have a conversation in the middle of a crowded stadium. No wonder focus feels difficult. Your mind is constantly under attack. But there's another reason concentration feels harder than ever. We've trained ourselves to avoid boredom. Think about the last time you stood in a line. Or sat alone for a few minutes. What happened? Most likely, you reached for your phone. Not because you needed it. Because silence felt uncomfortable. Modern technology has made stimulation available every second of the day. Whenever boredom appears, entertainment is only one tap away. The problem is that boredom isn't the enemy. Boredom is actually important. Some of the best ideas in human history emerged during quiet moments. When the mind has space to wander, it starts making connections. It starts thinking creatively. It starts solving problems. But when every empty moment is filled with endless content, the brain loses that opportunity. We've become so accustomed to constant stimulation that normal life can feel slow. Reading feels harder. Studying feels harder. Deep work feels harder. Not because we're incapable. Because our brains have become accustomed to speed. Imagine eating extremely sugary food every day. After a while, healthy food may seem bland. The same thing happens with attention. When your brain consumes endless streams of exciting content, ordinary tasks struggle to compete. A textbook can't compete with 100 videos. A work assignment can't compete with constant entertainment. A long-term goal can't compete with immediate rewards. And this is where many people make a mistake. They blame themselves. They say things like, "I'm lazy. I have no discipline. I'm not motivated enough." But often, that's not the real issue. The real issue is that they've accidentally created an environment that destroys focus. Imagine trying to stay dry while standing in the rain. You wouldn't blame yourself for getting wet. You'd recognize that the environment is the problem. The same principle applies to attention. Your surroundings influence your behavior more than you realize. If your phone is next to you while you work, it pulls attention away. If notifications constantly interrupt you, focus becomes fragmented. If distractions are everywhere, concentration becomes difficult. The environment shapes the outcome. This is why highly productive people often seem different. It's not always because they have more willpower. Many of them simply design their environment differently. They remove distractions. They protect their attention. They create conditions where focus becomes easier. Because they understand something important. Focus isn't just about saying yes to work. It's about saying no to distractions. Every moment of concentration requires a decision. A decision not to check the notification. A decision not to open another tab. A decision not to chase every interesting thought. And those decisions become easier when distractions aren't constantly available. Now here's the good news. Your focus is not broken. Your brain is not damaged. And you're not doomed to be distracted forever. Attention is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. But just like a muscle, it weakens when it's never used. The first step is becoming aware of where your attention is going. Most people track their money more carefully than they track their focus. They know exactly where they spend dollars. But they have no idea where they spend hours. Start paying attention. Notice what steals your focus. Notice what triggers distractions. Notice how often you reach for your phone without thinking. Awareness creates control. The second step is embracing small moments of boredom. Don't immediately escape every quiet moment. Allow your mind to be still. Allow yourself to think. Allow yourself to exist without constant stimulation. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. That's normal. Your brain is simply adjusting. And finally, remember this. The quality of your life is heavily influenced by the quality of your attention. What you focus on becomes your reality. If distractions control your attention, they control your future. But if you learn to direct your attention intentionally, something powerful happens. You begin making progress again. You begin finishing what you start. You begin moving toward goals that once felt impossible. Because success is rarely about intelligence. It's rarely about talent. And it's rarely about motivation. More often than not, it's about attention. In a world designed to steal your focus, the ability to concentrate has become a superpower. And the people who learn to protect that superpower will have an advantage that grows larger every year. So the next time you find yourself distracted, ask yourself one simple question. Who is controlling my attention right now? Because the answer to that question may be shaping your entire future.